two geese out here on the pond in Kentucky, bugging out. What a term. What a term I've heard a lot here lately, bugging out. See a lot of the shows on TV, doomsday preppers, end of the world prophecies, whatever it is you want to call it. And they talk about bugging out or preparing for WROL, that's without rule of law, or when the stuff hits the fan, whatever you want to call it. It's either about a martial law, the collapse of the economy, an earthquake, electromagnetic pulse. A lot of people prepare for different things, and then they use the term bugging out to get the hell out of Dodge. I have my bug out bag packed, this and that, this and that. Well, that may be fine and dandy for somebody who lives in a big, crowded, congested area. But I thought about it, and where I'm at, I think the term bugging in would probably be more sufficient for my needs and tastes. Where I live, it's not crowded at all, and everybody pretty much knows everybody else, so why should I leave this? Why should I go to an area where I don't know anybody? If I want to disappear from this area, I don't have to go very far, and I can still remain pretty close to the people I know and to the people I trust. But anyway, I want to talk about bugging out. And then you get on YouTube and you type what's called a bug out vehicle, a BOV. And there's just so much information on it. It can really get confusing. I think maybe staying put if you're in a rural area would be maybe the best bet if you have food and water. But you may want to do a little recon and things like that. Now, if something does hit the fan, highways are going to be shut down. There's going to be dead vehicles on the road, lack of fuel, and so, you know, having a car or a truck, that's all fine and good until you don't have any fuel to put in it. And, you know, something that gets 20 miles to the gallon is fairly acceptable for this day and age in this area. But maybe you need something a little bit different. And I'm going to show you what I've got. And a lot of people have them, and I'll show it to you in a second. This is a 2001 Kawasaki KLR650 dual sport bike. I've owned it about a year and a half or so, and for 2001 it's in immaculate condition. I'm sorry. And I ride the fire out of it, but I do take care of it because I may need to depend on this to recon my area if something does happen. But I don't plan on bugging out with it. Kawasaki KLR650 gets approximately 50 to 60 miles to the gallon depending on how you ride it. This is a low mileage bike. It's 7,827 miles on this one. I've put a TomTom rider unit on it, and in some situations that may be useless. Also, you can put maps. I've got the Kawasaki tank bag. Let's see what I've got in it. Oh, I've got some charging equipment, my phone charger, and another camera, and of course a map. I've got the tail bag, and I've got a medical kit attached to that in case we ever wreck. But I was going to film this with a different camera, and I couldn't figure out how to work it. So I'm going to try it with this drift camera. I'm shooting this right now with a Drift on Innovation stealth camera. And I'll be putting this on top of my helmet. Let's let me look in the mirror on this bike. There's the camera right there. I'll be putting this on top of my helmet. I've got the external microphone with it. And I'll talk to you a little bit more about this motorcycle. But right now I'll give you a little bit of a walk around and explain a little bit more of it to you. On the front I've got it's called a Shinko Golden Boy tire. I like it pretty good. I run about 35 pounds of pressure in that. And you can get this tire, this is pretty new. Man, you can get that delivered to your door for like $35. So it's a very inexpensive tire. It's a very good tire. And it's alright for what I'm asking of it. This bike, like I said, is a 650cc liquid cooled single cylinder. They call them thumpers. Now on the back I'm running a Bridgestone tire, about a 50/50. It's a Bridgestone Trail Wing. It does okay. It rides good on the highway. It's not much on the soft stuff. But I do more highway riding than anything, although I will take it off-road a little bit. I don't abuse it, but I'll take it down some trails and things. I put a little light right here. It's actually for a bicycle. It's called a twist light. You can get those at Walmart for about $5. I thought that was pretty cool. You can just untwist that dude right here and right here. You can put it anywhere you want to. But I just mounted it where it would be handy for me to get to. So anyway, I'm going to wire this camera up to my helmet, and we'll start this KLR up, and we'll take it for a spin. All right. Get my gloves on here. I've had these gloves, oh Lord, several years, and they are worn out, but I consider them my lucky gloves. And just on little rides I'll wear these. I've ridden motocross bikes with them and all kinds of crap, and I like them. So anyway, 2001 KLR650. I'm going to take her for a little ride. The KLR650 is decent at woods riding and trail riding. Compared to motocross bikes, it's super heavy. Compared to big street bikes, it's super light. But the KLR has been ridden all over the place. It's been, people have circumnavigated the globe on it, you know, and it'll take you there. It will get you there. Now what I got to do right now, notice my GPS is, hell, the battery's going dead on it. So I think I've got my, I'll tell you what, I'm not even going to charge it. I'm just going to turn it off. That's a TomTom Rider. It's good on the road. It's weatherproof. If you take it off-road, your ass is lost. Alright, the KLR650 is a 5-speed. And does decent on the trails. It does decent on the highway. And if we can find a little road, I'll demonstrate it for you. Well, we don't get busted by the cops. Alright, here we go. We're in second. Now I've put a 12-volt power outlet on mine. That's an all-weather outlet, so it's fairly weatherproof. I haven't had any issues or problems with it or anything like that. The brakes on the KLR aren't that great. They're real sloppy feeling. When you hit the front brakes like this, you get a lot of fork dive. You can see it in the shadow right there. And the back brakes aren't all that great either. They're a little more forgiving on the trails due to these issues, but when you ride a KLR, you have to realize you're riding a KLR, and they don't stop as quick as some other motorcycles. KLRs are very easy to maneuver. Take these bad boys to hard lock. So could you bug out on a KLR? Definitely so. Would be a wise thing to bug out when you live in a rural area and you know most everybody around here and you're not scared to talk to them and everybody lives in harmony? Probably not. Probably wouldn't be a wise thing to leave that unless it's just the absolute last thing that you can do to ensure your survival. Because I'm going to tell you what, if you leave your home, you've got more possessions at your home that you need than you can actually carry.